This film is trying not to be the annoying non-smoking ad we always see in front of films in theaters, but by the end, it becomes that itself. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and I've just come back from watching Dhoomam, the Malayalam film made by Pawan Kumar, starring Fahadh, Faasil, Aparna, Balamurali, Roshan Mathew. It was playing with subtitles just one show near me, and there were around 20 people in my theater, maybe less. Now, instead of writing all down what I think about the film and doing a proper review, I just wanted to share my fresh thoughts just out of the theater, what I'm thinking. Spoiler alert, I'll just say that if you are someone who smokes a cigarette or whatever, definitely go watch it. If you know someone who smokes, definitely show this movie to them. But people who don't smoke, don't know anyone who smokes, I think you'll be confused just like me. So moving forward, if you're gonna watch this film, spoiler alert. Now I don't know where to begin with. So if you have seen the trailer, there's a scene they talk about, all the disclaimer ads of of no smoking and all we see in the theater. The film literally has a scene of someone watching that in theater, and people are getting, oh my god, we cannot see, and looking at their mobile, and that literally is me who does that in theater and did this for this film. Also did that when the ad side for me, I just looked at my mobile. I don't smoke, why should I look at this ad every time? That's always a talking point with my friends. And when the film talks about it, it feels like this film wants to be a replacement of that. And this film overall, right, is trying to be different than that ad but deliver the same message. But in the process, it ends up being that ad itself. Just that there's a whole plot. It's a 2-hour long film instead of a 30-second of 1-minute ad. And I think that's the big issue. Like for me, this film is irrelevant because what it's talking about, nothing applies to me. Okay, it talks about how the smoking industry works and why government allows it and they make a lot of money, and kind of exposing that to the general public. There are a lot of one-liners that no one wants to say the truth because they'll stand out, so they just blend in with the lies. It's more convenient. We all have water at our home for free, but we still buy a bottle that is packaged and pay for it. So there are a lot of lines like this in the film. There's a lot of social message in a way directed towards you. I would still say not in a preachy way, but I think it was just too much because of the main topic of smoking. And I would say, yeah, it's good for people who smoke. They should watch this and maybe learn something from this. And it feels like a guilt trip, which I don't want because I don't smoke, right? Now, what Pawan Kumar has tried with this is that, a non-linear storytelling, trying to make it a very interesting thriller that even if you don't smoke, you'll at least enjoy the thriller part, which I didn't because it was going nowhere. I just got bored. I literally yawned few times. There were people in my theater who were laughing at moments which are not supposed to be, you laughing. So I'm sure something is wrong with the dialogues because I've heard few people talking about the dialogues are not good in the film. So I couldn't tell. I was just reading the subtitles. And talking about the dialogues, there are too many dialogues in the film. It's just dialogue. And the filmmaking, I would say, is pretty average because it's just shot to shot and there's nothing interesting going on, even the way everything is framed. One issue I didn't expect the film will have was acting. You have such good cast. But even a Fahadh, who had some good moments, even he was inconsistent. Aparna Balamurali, I don't think after Surri Potru I've seen any good, film with her. She gets a small role or something or the other, but she doesn't really have anything to do much. Roshan Mathew was fine, and some characters, some side actors, some smaller roles, like some of them were cringeworthy. Except our main few characters, everyone just feels one tone. Now there's a promise when the film starts, you are onto it. You have to play along the film, you have to catch the clues, what's really happening. You are hooked. But as the film goes along and suddenly that joy is taken away, it's sucked out and it becomes work that you have to connect the dots, what's really happening here. There's an unreliable narration going on. You don't know who to believe, who's saying the right thing, who's saying the wrong thing. On paper, this should be fun, but it is not because it's dragged, the soul is missing. By the end of the film, I was emotionless. I didn't feel anything for any character. And I could say that there was an attempt to make us feel something, at least some emotion. Pawan Kumar is actually a really good filmmaker. His film Lucia, a psychological film, done so well, even with so less budget, It was high on concept. Even U-Turn, delivering a social message, through a paranormal activity, creating a horror thriller in a way. And even this one, they are really good, interesting ideas. But the way it's executed, I didn't enjoy. I didn't have fun. But yes, the message is good, so people who smoke, definitely go watch this. Not Not that this film will change everything, not at all, but even few people or just one person stops after seeing this movie, I think that would be a victory. A film ends with the line that 309 people died while you were watching this film because of smoking. And these are facts, I would like to know and say it out loud to people who smoke around me. But honestly, I don't have many. Now, this is the second underwhelming Fafa film for me. The previous one I reviewed here, you can check it out. Do let me know your thoughts. If you liked it, why you liked it, let me know. Maybe it just didn't connect with me, but it connected with some people. If you like this, the thumbs up button, share this, and I'll see you next time.